It's the 2023 CIF Southern Section Ford Softball Division I Championship Semifinals here on the NFHS Network as we have the Pacifica High School Mariners hosting the Oaks Christian Lions. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Alex Naveka. A pleasure to be a part of your Thursday afternoon wherever you may be. Both programs coming a long way in the CIF Southern Section Ford playoffs, having to take on against some serious competition here in this one. Both programs coming off of some top-notch California-ranked programs to come up with, to make it as far as the semifinals. Los Alamitos lost against Pacifica. Los Alamitos, a very highly touted program in the state of California, ranked 13th, and it's Oaks Christian that ended up eliminating Orange Lutheran, top 5 in the state of California. So let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for the visiting Lions. As Justine Lambert will lead things off, Riley McCoy will be hitting second, Anahi Ariola will be batting third, Lily Knox batting fourth, Heaven Oliva batting fifth, Ilovea Brittingham will be batting sixth, Terriana Kelly batting seventh, Gianna Garcia hitting eighth, and batting ninth is Liesel Osteen. Let's get to know the Mariners defensively here as Delana I beg your pardon, will be playing in left field. Kaylee Counts will be playing in center. Then Michaela Mesa will be playing in right. Liz Segala at third. Kanaya Bragg at short. Alyssa Del Valle at second. Annika Soxty at first. Behind the dish is Catherine Benitez. And in the circle is Bryn Nally. Here comes the left-handed hitter, Justine Lambert, stepping into the box to get things underway here, as it looks like time is called here by the home plate umpire right away. But let's get to know a little bit about the starting pitcher here for Pacifica High School, as Nally Bryn, right-handed pitcher. The junior, not too long ago, just committed to Long Beach State. Program a part of the Big West Conference. And Long Beach State, certainly a big softball program in the Big West Conference. Always seems to be on the run for a conference title. Not too long ago, a couple years ago, fought against Cal State Fullerton for the conference title. And here we go, first pitch of the ball game. That one misses outside, ball one. First pitch of the game coming in at 3:36 p.m. here. This one was supposed to be scheduled for 3:30. A little behind schedule here in this one, as the 1-0 pitch in there for strike one. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Certainly a breeze that will be playing a factor here in this game. Very subtle breeze going from left field to right, says the 1-1 pitch. That one stays low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pacifica High School in the city of Garden Grove. 70 degrees here, perfect conditions to play softball. As a very pitch. That one is waved at and missed, and the count will be 2 balls and 2 strikes. So taking a look and getting to know the Lions a bit here in this one. Very, very talented program here going into this year in the regular season. Had only lost 1 game. Avanica, a swing and a miss there. And another one bites the dust as Justine Lambert goes down on strikes. Just seeing the top-notch arm in a Bryn Nally, just continuously attacking low and away, low and away, low and away. And Lambert just trying to protect the plates and going after it and trying to extend the strike zone. And with 1 gone, first pitch called strike 2, Riley McCoy. Looking at Riley McCoy, the third baseman, junior, already committed to one of the top softball programs in the nation. Committed to Oregon Ducks year in, year out, always a top program in the top 25 NCAA Division I rankings. Still has the remainder of this postseason to be able to enjoy, and still has her senior year, and will definitely have another 4 years of top-notch education, along with top-notch competition. The 1-2 pitch, here it comes. Tries to go at her low and away for ball 2. Brynelli will be coming at the Lions with a fastball, drop, curve, the change, and a rise. Also will be going with the screw. The screwball will certainly be coming into play, as there's a first ball that is put into play but goes into foul territory, and the count will stay 2-2. Lions 28-1-1 on the year. Wouldn't see an L this season until they played in a tournament game against Huntington Beach. Huntington Beach High School, always a program that is always in the mix for most of the sports that they play here. Girls volleyball was that they were in the mix. Baseball, fortunately, just getting eliminated this week against Villa Park in the CIF Southern Section 4 playoffs. As 2-2, Amanika swing and a miss there, and she goes down on strikes, and another one bites the dust. So Brynelli coming in, firing strikes. Then when she needs to deliver pitches off of the plate, she comes in and getting the first 2 hitters to chase at balls down low. And with 2 gone, here is Anahi Ariola. She takes one at the heart of the plate for strike 1. So Nally already locked into this game. Certainly Oaks Christian, strong program that certainly can score some runs at any given moment of the game. Runs have definitely come easy for the Lions during this postseason run. In the first rounds, playing against Chino Hills, defeating Chino Hills 5-1. That one well located in the outer half of the plate. 1-2. Going to the quarterfinals and having to play against Orange Lutheran, the Lancers able to put up an explosive 7 runs against the Lancers, a part of the Trinity League. There's 1-2 pitch. Amanika Poncha swinging, and another one bites the dust as Brynelli strikes out the side to open up the ball game as we go to the bottom of the first on the NFHS Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Brynelli putting a goose egg on the board as she strikes out the side. As we get to know the starting lineup here for the Mariners, as Brynelli will lead things off. Kanaya Bragg will be hitting second. Delana Maai will be hitting third. Annika Soxty will be hitting cleanup. Kaylee Counts batting fifth. Catherine Benitez hitting sixth. Michaela Mesa hitting seventh. Liz Segala hitting eighth. And batting ninth is Layla Ayers. His first pitch to Bryn Alley is a called strike 0-1. The Oaks Christian defense looks like this. Playing over in left field is Ilovella Brittingham. Over in center is Lisa Osteen, as here's a first ball put into official play, and then it results in a fly ball to the right fielder, Lily Knox.
Next up for the Mariners, number 33, Kanaya Bragg.
Here's the Oaks Christian defense as Riley McCoy playing third, Justine Lambert at short, Gianna Garcia playing at second, Anahi Ariola playing at first. Behind the dish is Heaven Oliva, and in the circle is Emmy Davis. As the first pitch just missing outside. As Kanaya Bragg, a very disciplined take there. Had no problems leaving that one outside. As the 1-0 pitch, now a little more outside. Same result, ball 2. What can we say here about Emmy Davis? She's got the screw, the rise, changeup, and the curve. As Braggs will go ahead and take that one. And she ends up getting hit by a pitch. There's the first base runner of the game. So there's one way of getting the base runner on here for the Mariners. Getting the bid here to host Oaks Christian here in this one. And looking to get their first run of the game already with the base runner on, 1 gone. For those of you just joining us, the starter, Bryn Nally for Pacifica, striking out the side to open things up. So far, it's been a very patient Mariners offense here. Not trying to extend the strike zone too much, being patient and finding the pitches that they like. As Adelina Ma'ai trying to get to work here in the right-handed box. Takes that one, pulls that one down the line, but it'll go foul. No, it surely looked good off the bat. Just did not have the spin to stay fair. Would certainly be looking at extra bases. Dimensions here at Pacifica High School. Down the third base line is 195. Straightaway center looking at 205. And straightaway down the first base line, 195. And first, very next pitch. And that one, letter high, called strike 2. So Emmy Davis trying to find her groove here in this game. That one just a little too high, evening up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Emmy Davis, the junior, trying to match the same results as her counterpart in Bryn Nally. Third base coach here for Pacifica, the head coach, Tony Arguino. That's going to fill up the count here to Delena Ma'ai. First base coach, Joseph Alvarez. It looks like they're going to intentionally walk Ma'ai here in this one. And with 1 gone, a pair of base runners on here for the cleanup hitter, Annika Soxty.
3-2.
So it looks like there was a miscommunication on the count. Thought that the head coach here for the Lions and Cheyenne Coyle may have maybe just called an intentional walk on Ma'ai. So looks like there was just a little confusion on the count. So nonetheless, so it's a full count. 1 gone, runner on first in the form of Bragg. So we'll see if this little delay, if you will, helps out in Emmy Davis's favor, or will it help in the favor of Ma'ai? As she ends up getting under this one, it's a routine fly out over to center. As Bragg's got to run back into first. Does not want to get picked off or thrown out there, and there's a second out.
There's number 27, Annika Soxty.
So 2 away, my eye. Trying to help out CIF-SS-D here and trying to tell her about her pitches, what to expect during the at-bat. Very early here, Mariners getting under the ball here as first pitch, and CIF-SS-D very aggressive at the plate going after that one, and it's 1 strike. So the Mariners 21-8, finished up 2nd in the Empire League. There's a ground ball up the middle. Davis all over it. And the toss over to first, easy. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base here for the Mariners. At the end of 1, no score on the NFHS network. So with 1 inning in the books, a base runner left stranded for Pacifica as we go to the top of the 2nd. They'll have their middle part of the lineup, the arroz and the frijoles. So the Lily Knox, Evan Oliva, and Ilovea Brittingham. Start Knox off with a pitch off the plate for ball 1. To continue on with the Oaks Christian phenomenal year that they have had, finished up 1st in the Marmonte League. Flawless 15-0 in league play. Going into the postseason with somewhat of a win streak here, going into it with a 5-game win streak, and it's all about getting into the postseason red hot. And there's a bouncer going over to short, and that's Bragg all over that one and throwing a strike over to first.
Next up for the Lions, number 17, Evan Oliva.
And something that head coach Arguino talked about for Pacifica, all about just trusting in the defense being a big thing for them here in the postseason. It's what's allowed them to get past Los Alamitos. The first pitch, grazing the outer half of the dish, strike 1 to Evan Oliva. Looking at some rankings here for Oaks Christian coming into the state of California, ranked number 10. And here's a bouncer up the middle. Bragg's got it. Delivers another strike over to first. And she is 2 up, 2 down here in this inning.
Next up for the Lions, number 13, Ilovea Brittingham.
Showing off the range here in this game. Hit anything to her glove side, and you know she's got it. Gonna have to square up the ball just a little harder if you want to get it to clear. And with 2 gone, here is Ilovea Brittingham. Ilovea rocking the 1 batting glove look, as that one is just a little below the knees for ball 1. Already with an inning and 2/3 for the starter, Bryn Nally, and she's already got 3 Ks in the 5 batters that she's faced off against. There's the 1-0, turns on that one. Glove side of Bragg. Bragg got to come up with a tough throw as that pick attempt there by Annika Soxty ends up sailing into shallow right, and nonetheless, that's going to be a tough play for Bragg to make. Safe to say that's going to be an infield single there for Brittingham. So now the Lions will collect their first hit here, and first pitch to Kelly is a called strike. Here comes Nally on the wind. That one low and away. And it's 1-1 the count here. So 10th in the state of California. And in the southern section, the Lions are 9th. And talking about the rankings in the state of California, some programs that are close to Oaks Christian. Moore Park, number 9. Esperanza is number 11. You also have Pacifica, currently sitting at number 13. Huntington Beach, number 14 in the state of California. 2-1. Here's a bouncer over to short. Bragg's going to go the short way to short. It's bobbled. Alyssa Del Val cannot hang on to it there at second. And that results into some trouble there. As Kelly will get on with the fielder's choice. Brittingham able to advance on the E4. Now the defense. Surely going to have to get Bryn Nally out of this one and try to keep it at a scoreless game, as the first pitch to Gianna Garcia in there. 0-1. So it's Oaks Christian with their first time getting multi-base runners on. Count now even up at 1-1. Surely a good turnout here in this game already for the Pacifica fan base. Outfield wall wrapped with fans, with students going after that one low. 1-2. A lot of students showing up to this one and hanging out around the outfield wall. Seats behind home plate as well. Completely occupied. That'll even up the counts. 2-2 now. Brittingham on second. Tariana Kelly is on first. That is Gianna Garcia with an even count with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Here's the 2-2 going after that one low, and it'll turn into a foul ball.
Hey, way to protect, kid. Way to protect.
Surely got to be protecting for those low pitches.
Gotta go with that, huh?
Now he's set in the circle. Here she comes. Do it all over again. Abanika Ise Poncha swinging. And another one bites the dust. So it's Oaks Christian who leave a pair of base runners stranded here, as they will remain scoreless on the NFHS network. So Bryn Nally able to keep this game scoreless and pitch herself out of that jam. Pacifica will be bringing in their 5, 6, and 7 hitters, and Kaylee Counts, Catherine Benitez, and Micaela Mesa. Here comes Emmy Davis coming in for another inning of work, and that one's a low miss. 1-0 the count. So a 13-pitch inning there for Emmy Davis. And has yet to throw a strike here and falls behind to Kaylee Counts. 2 balls and no strikes. So Pacifica, as we were talking about, is second in the Empire League. Hits that one in between the 5 and 6. Hall able to leg it in for an infield single.
Next up for the Mariners, number 11.
So both teams able to hit grounders in between second and third, and both shortstops having to come up with tough plays and just throws not on time. It's a tough play nonetheless. Both shortstops here in this competition already committed. Pacifica's own Kanaya Bragg is a UCLA commit. There's a bunt drop. This one's a good one. Davis, great composure, picking it up and tossing over to first to allow Counts to advance to scoring position.
Next up for the Mariners, number 2, Micaela Mesa.
Not trying to rush that throw. Saw she was able to get to the ball, pick it up, and just a smooth throw to first. Don't need to rush anything. Don't need to sail that throw down to right field line. Nonetheless, the right fielder Lily Knox backing up the play full-heartedly, and with one gone it's Kayla Mesa, and there's another bunt, and nowhere to go since the corner infielders coming in crashing.
Next up for the Mariners, number 16, Liz Sigala.
This one will result in an infield single as well. That's just a tough play there as Anahi Ariola, she came in crashing as that bunt went back into the circle. By the time Emmy Davis picked up the ball, saw nobody was at first. So good things happen when you execute in small ball. So here is the 8-slot hitter in Liz Sigala. This is going to bring the infield in. And primary out is going to be there at home as the ground ball is over to second. That's going to get the job done, bringing in the first Mariner to score 1-0. So good things happen when you put the ball in play. And Liz Sigala ends up getting themselves on the board here. And now with runner scoring position, 1-0 for Layla Ayers. And Ayers getting under that one and just a little late on that one, fouling it off. So Counts led off the inning with an infield single on the left side. Benitez dropping down the sack bunt to advance Counts. Then Micaela Mesa dropping the bunt. And just a tough play with Davis picking up the ball and with the corner infielder Ariola coming in crashing. Nobody covering the bag. So it would be a free hit for Mesa. Sigala would come in with the RBI ground out. Free real estate on that wild pitch getting by Heaven Oliva. So now if your Ayers got a comfortable count and you've got run number 2 just 60 feet away. Head coach Arguino taking over as head coach here for Pacifica after 12 years with the baseball program. Pacifica, very underrated baseball program. Always some top-notch baseball coming here from Pacifica. Has already won a ring with the baseball program. Would very much like to win one here with softball. Mariners now has to work with a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the base runner, Missa, standing on third. Looking to see if she can maybe nag a bag should there be another wild pitch. As this one is popped up and in foul territory as both the catcher and the third baseman colliding there, McCoy and Oliva. And it looks like just a little lack of communication there, but nonetheless, damage is done here for the Mariners. They do drive in a run at the end of 2, 1-0. Mariner Sticks able to give a run of support for Bryn and Nally. As Nally's going to have to work with Lisa Osteen. Back to the top with Justine Lambert and Riley McCoy. And there's an swing, a foul ball there to Osteen, 0-1. That is Bryn Nally's 32nd pitch going into this third inning. Certainly been cruising first 2 innings as there's another check swing, a foul by Osteen. 2 strikes. So Liesl Osteen, a UCLA commit. To make that 2 Pac-12 players from Oaks Christian committing to the Pac-12 conference. And surely UCLA, top of the top when it comes down to softball here in the Southern California region. As the first pitch, liner, that's going to stay fair. Osteen rounding first, going in for extra bases. She's going to hunch for third. She's going to slide in, and there it is. Leading off the top of the third with a triple here for the Lions, and the tying run just 60 feet away there for Justine Lambert. Just perfect execution on the swing there for Osteen. Was looking to punch something the other way. It's not Tuesday, but you could still go Apodaca, why not? And trying to have the same approach that time around, and she fouls that one off, 0-1. Lambert trying to make some adjustments here in this one. Last time went down on strikes. The first strikeout victim for Bryn Nally. And that one's going to just drop it to shallow left field. Trotting in to score is Liesl Osteen, and extra bases once again. So an RBI double there for Justine Lambert to tie up this game, and time is going to be called here. Head coach Tony Arguino try to settle this infield back into the game. So after Pacifica comes in, driving in the first run of the game by an RBI ground out by Liz Segala, then you see a pair of extra bases here for Oaks Christian. First one via the triplete, the triple for Lisa Losteen. Then the RBI double there for Justine Lambert. So now it's the Oregon commit in Riley McCoy. These sticks starting to warm up at the perfect moments of the game. McCoy was the second strikeout victim for Nally. As the first pitch, that one just nicking the outer edge for strike one. The one strike pitch, and that one misses low and inside for ball one. So getting a chance to talk to Cheyenne Coyle, who is the third base coach here for Oaks Christian. First base coach is Brendan Crutcher. Head coach Coyle put a huge emphasis on practice and making the practices as live a game as possible. Having that fortunate as there's a ground ball over to second. Great diving play, having to get rid of it quickly. And Duval getting the 4-3 putouts, but Lambert advances to third.
Next up for the lines, number 18, Nani Ariola.
That's a key play that Delval has to knock down. She's able to break down on a little diving play to keep the ball going from right and essentially holding Lambert from holding her at third. As Ariola, there it is, and there's a line drive over the glove of Delval. And here comes the go-ahead run, 2-1 Oaks Christian.
Next up for the lines, number 14, Lily Knox.
So after 2 innings here, that's all it took for Oaks Christian to drive in some runs here in this game. That's a low miss to Lily Knox. Ball one. Lily Knox led off the previous inning. There's the 1-0, and that one is a slow roller to third. The throw's going to go to second, and Delval is going to go ahead and eat that one up. And they do get an out of it. It'll be a 5-4 putout.
Next up for the lines, number 17, Heather Oliva.
So Knox will get on the via the fielder's choice, and here is Heaven Oliva. And this one's going to be skied to straightaway center, and this is going to stay in the yard for counts. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It is 2-1 Oaks Christian on the NFHS Network.
He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it from Frazier.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McKay, touchdown.
Oaks Christian able to answer with 2 runs to give Emmy Davis the 1-run lead. So here's the first pitch, and it's a called strike to the top half of the lineup in Bryn Nally, Kanaya Bragg, and Delana Ma'ai. That will be due up here in the third, and here's a chopper. This one's going to stay fair. It's going to be a tough play. There's nothing that can be done there for McCoy. It's just one of those you got to keep in your back pocket. Don't want to risk a throwing error. And it looks like we will be having a pinch runner here for Nally. I mean, she is taking over in the circle. This pinch runner will be Abigail Amisquita.
Your attention, please. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 28, Abby Amisquita.
A couple of reasons as to why they should put a pinch runner in. One, Bryn Nally don't want to risk any base running injuries out of her and don't want her to get a little exhausted in running the base paths. Mesquita will be keeping an eye out on her over there at first. And it's Kanaya Bragg that it's up in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Had the exact same counts in her first trip and was hit by a pitch. See if she's able to get on base once again. At this point, it's just about getting base runners on here for Pacifica. And the 2-1, or the 2-0, that one misses up and in, ball 3. So 1 time through the lineup, and Emmy Davis only allows 1 run. That would be an earned run there for Davis. There's a 3-0 pitch. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk, and a pair of base runners coming on here for the Mariners.
Next up for the Mariners, number 32, Delana Ma'ai.
Here's a 3-hitter, Delana Ma'ai. Here we go, Davis on the pitch, and there's a ground ball over to short. The throw's going to go over to third, and there is a 6-5 put out. The toss from Lambert to McCoy to put away Amisquita. Nothing you could do there. That's just bad placement on the ground ball.
Keep fighting, babe. Keep fighting.
So my eye on the fielder's choice. Back to the same situation. Runners on first and second, just with 1 gone for Annika Soxty. As she comes up with a shallow blooper. The flip over to first. And it's not in time, but at least half a step.
For help. Ask for help. Ask for help.
Next up for the Mariners, number 9.
Would have been a rather nice play there for Gianna Garcia. Very quick with the catch, then a very quick flip to Ariola. Hoping that she could have recorded a 4-3 double play to get Emmy Davis out of the jam. And with 2 gone, here is Kaylee Counts. As Counts will leave that one outside. Ball 1.
Go.
Kaylee Counts, the junior committed to Cal Berkeley. And there's going to be a high fly ball deep to center field. This one is at the warning track, and it is a bombazo! A loud batazo off of the bat of Kaylee Counts. Count 3 runs on the board.
Catherine beneath hands.
4-2, the lead here for Pacifica. And it took one swing of the bat here, and now runs coming in bunches.
Hey, just get the ball. Hey, throw the ball to heaven. Throw the ball to heaven.
Here's Catherine Benitez. So here is the biggest lead here for Pacifica. They are able to recollect a lead, and there's a ground ball. That's going to sneak into center field. Another hit.
Next up on the man is number 2, Michaela Mesa.
We'll see how the starter, Emmy Davis, will recover from the 3-run bombazo. As Michaela Mesa will be coming up to the plate, a pinch runner here for Pacifica, and a Brooklyn Evans.
Brooklyn Evans.
So what an inning it's been so far. Pretty action-packed here. First 3 batters here in this inning in Nally, Ma'ai, and Soxty. Or I beg your pardon, in Nally, Bragg, and Ma'ai. All getting on base. Then Nally getting put away 6-5. But then with the 2 base runners on, allow Counts to come up with a 3-run ball. That one is bobbled, recovered, and the toss to first is in time. But before that, it was a 3-run bombazo off of the bat of Kaylee Counts over the center field wall to give them a 4-2 lead on the NFHS network. Four to two, the score from Pacific High School in Garden Grove, California. Alex Naveca with you all. Pleasure to be a part of your Thursday afternoon, wherever you may be. As Bryn Nally will have to go against Brittingham, Kelly, and Garcia. So Brittingham got on with the infield single, and that was the first hit that Nally permitted here in the game. She hit a grounder in between the 5 and 6 hole, and Bragg did everything she could, fielded the grounder, and while still being down on a knee, still came up firing at first. Talk about a do-or-die play there. But unfortunately, sometimes the placement of the ball is everything. And you know what the old saying goes, location, location, location. So 2-1. That one missing low and inside. Ball 3. And also, speaking to head coach Cheyenne Coyle, definitely mentioned a big-time coach and athletic director for Oaks Christian, playing for Mr. Peter Ackerman. Big-time name in the softball world and the high school sports world. May he rest in peace. So Oaks Christian playing with a lot more energy, a lot more determination here in the game. And certainly dedicating this playoff push to Peter Ackerman. As that one grazing the outer half of the plate for a called strike. Kelly, last time up, was able to get on with the fielder's choice. And that one just left outside and asking for the opinion of the first base umpire. Didn't seem like Kelly even came close to coming up with a swing, was able to check it very nicely. Nally on the wind, here it comes. And that one is fouled there at the plate, just getting a piece of it. Nally, within these last couple of innings, have really been keeping her pitches low, trying to make these Lions hitters go after them. So 1-2, and that one's going to be fouled back again. Count's going to stay same at 1-2. So looking at the CIF Southern Section for Division I bracket here, the other game that is also underway is Norco, who is hosting Murrieta Mesa. Norco, the #1 ranked program in the state of California. Ground ball off the tip of the glove of Nally. Only play she's going to have is over at first, with Brittingham advancing to second.
Next up on the line is number 20, Gianna Garcia.
So that's a good thing with being the pitcher in the circle. You see a ground ball, if you knock it down, you make sure to keep it in front of you, an out will still be made. You can always count on the out at first, and at the end of the day, as long as you're able to come up with an out, is all that really matters. Gianna Garcia with a 1-strike count, hacking through that first offering. She did go down on strikes her first time. Ever since then, Nally has yet to put a Lion down on strikes. Nally sitting on 4 bunches, on 4 Ks. And Davis has not exactly recorded a K on her account. Pacifica hitters have been able to put the ball in play. And the defense has been staying sharp here for Oaks Christian. And a lot of the live practices that they do, they have coaching staffs that are able to pitch a complete game and be able to see the game as live as possible. And that's what it's ultimately what it comes down to. Sometimes the best practice is just seeing live pitching. You have your defense behind you. Instead of just doing BP, you've got a coach pitching to you, then you have your defense right behind you, and the defense having to treat it essentially as a live game, and it goes vice versa to the batters. And that's what Coach Coyle was very big on. Practice has been everything. Early departure time for Oaks Christian to dodge all the LA traffic, leaving at 11:30 a.m. As here's a shallow blooper, dropping into left field for a hit. And 90 feet, or I beg your pardon, 60 feet of advancement there for Brittingham. And the go-ahead run is coming up to the plate in the form of Liesel Osteen. So the tying run is on first, and the go-ahead run is at the plate. Osteen already has a 3-bagger in her first trip. So we'll see what adjustments Nally's going to have to make here to not allow Osteen to get something to drive here. That's the first pitch. She leaves that one outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the big thing that Coach Tony Arguino really emphasized here in this game is just execution. Collecting the outs when presented. The 1-0, that one is a low miss, and the count will be 2 balls and no strikes. Nally on the 2-0. Tries to slap that one, and it goes foul. Just a 4-2 game. Pacifica trying to do what they could to hang on to this lead. A check swing, a foul by Osteen. Great work here for Nally, able to work herself back into the count. Runners at the corners here with 1 out. A K would be huge here. There's a breaking ball in there. Huge strike 3 call. He said, Poncha looking, and another one bites the dust. Had Osteen completely frozen there at the plate. It's a well-executed change. And at that point, just had nothing to do. A pitch in the high and inside edge. And with 2 gone, leadoff hitter in Justine Lambert back to the plate. Stretching that one out. Strike 1. An absolute great pitch there. Tying up Osteen, and she really didn't have a whole lot to do with that one. Just leaving that one. Getting rung up. 1 strike pitch. Lambert, a huge adjustment from going down on strikes to an RBI double. Did she go around? They said yes, she did. Unable to check her swing that time around. 1-2. Top of the 4th, 4-2. The host, Pacifica, with the lead. 2 outs here in this one. Nally on the wind. Low and away. At this point, the next couple of innings, the defensive aspect of the game has got to be at an all-time high. An error could be the difference maker in the game. 2-2. And that one's going to be fouled back. And Lambert refusing to go down on strikes without a fight. 2-2. Quick word there from Liz Sigala. Trying to get Bryn Nally to relax the best of her abilities. Here's a 2-2, Abanika, big time K there swinging, and another one bites the dust. So that's a Poncha K, number 5 on the afternoon here for Bryn Nally. As Oaks Christian leaving a pair of runners stranded on the base path, 4-2 at the end of 3.5 innings on the NFHS Network. So a correction to the strikeout numbers here by Bryn Nally. She's got a total of 6 here on this outing. 4 innings pitched, 6 Ks. So now here come the Pacifica bats again, and here's an opportunity for them to compile some more runs. Gonna need some more run support as a very hot offensive team as Oaks Christian. They definitely have the capabilities to come back into the game as the 0-1 pitch, and that one is left outside. Well, first round for the Mariners, having to play against the Bonita Bearcats, defeating the Bearcats 4-1. And Bonita getting eliminated on that first round. You want to talk about a tough task in the second round there for Pacifica, as this one is popped up and it would be out of play. Sigala stays with the same count, 1-2. Having to play against the La Mirada Matadors. Matadors came in scoring runs. At the end of the first inning, it would be 4-0 Matadors. As there's a little blooper, but it's an easy play there for Ariola.
Next up for the Mariners, number 3, Layla.
Maybe one of the easiest plays of the game, as Layla Ayers is going to be due up. So it would stay 4-0 La Mirada with that lead for another 3 innings. They would split that deficit in half. In the top of the 5th inning, Pacifica was able to put 2, makes it into a 4-2 game. To start the 7th inning, the Mariners were able to drive in 3 to give them a 1-run lead. Surely some clutch softball. But the Matadors, they would want to go to extras, and they would enforce extras. And they would score a run to even up the score. Up at 5-all. But in the very first inning of extras, in the top of the 8th inning, Pacifica was able to score in a run in the top of the 8th. There's a 3-0 pitch, and that catches the zone. 3-1. So there's a hot Daman hit over to short. Great read there for Justine Lambert, and she is able to read that one rather well, and it's 2 outs.
Next up for the Mariners, number 5, Bryn Nally.
So with 2 gone, here is Bryn Nally. Rather tough play there by the shortstop, Justine Lambert. Saw a hot shot hit her way, and she was able to stay low. Essentially, that is the key, staying low on ground balls that are sharply hit, squared up to. You stay low, keep the glove low, and you're able, if you need to, if it's one hop right in front of you, you're able to read the one hop and keep it in front of you. As Davis decides to throw the changeup that time around. Read well by Nally, leaving that one low, 2-0. And Bryn Nally ends up coming in with a fly ball. Routine to left as Ilovella Brittingham will end up coming with the 3rd out. So it's the first 1, 2, 3 inning as they will retire the side here in this one. The end of 4. It's 4-2 Pacifica on the NFHS network. So a good inning there for Emmy Davis. Able to get a 1, 2, 3 inning out of it. Now it's up to the bats to get to work, and McCoy, Ariola, and Knox. That one is missed down low for ball 1. McCoy has been kept rather quiet here in the game. A K and a ground out is second. Not a whole lot of production. She leaves that one in the outer half of the dish. 1-1. Right now, throughout this whole entire game, it's been head coach Tony Arguino, who has been calling this game for his starter, Bryn Nally. And of course, there's even at times that he even talks to the remainder of his coaching staff, and Randy Fransman and Joseph Alvarez says there's a chopper going down low, and that one, fortunately, able to go foul for Pacifica. It was a bobbled ball by Sigala.
That's a good swing, Brian. Just go with it, babe. Go with it.
Here comes the 2-2. Trying to get McCoy to chase, and no bite. Full count. That's actually the way that Nally struck out Lambert, McCoy, and Ariola in the first inning to open up the game. As the 3-2 pitch, and McCoy lifting this one over to right field. This one's going to stay in the yard. A couple of salsa moves by Michaela Mesa, and it's out number 1.
Next up on the line is number 18, Nani Ariola.
So Anahi Ariola will be coming in.
Outside, let's go. Expect a good pitch.
That's a miss. Low or high and away for ball 1. Ariola has an RBI single. That one going back to the top of the 3rd. That one chopped, but it'll go foul. 1-1. Folks, Christian's journey started against the Huskies from Chino Hills. In those first 4 innings there for Oaks Christian, they were able to compile a minimum of a run. A run on the first, second, and third, then 2 in the fourth. The 1 run that Chino Hill scored to start the game would be the only run that they would score. It's a 2-1 pitch. It's a good one, and the count's going to be even up at 2-2. Nally on the 2-2. This is a high fly ball deep to left field. And you can say, bombazo! An absolute bombazo! Off of the bat of Anahi Ariola. You know the old saying goes, if you hang 'em, we bang 'em. And that's exactly what she did. Big time mistake there by Bryn Nally. Driving that one out of the yard. Didn't matter what direction the wind was going. No chance of bringing that one back into the yard. So that's going to cut it down to a 1-run lead now. Now you're going to have to work a little extra to maintain this 1-run lead. Now the Sticks also going to have to work hard as well. Find a way to hang on and add to the lead. That's what the mentality is going to be moving forward in the game. And essentially, if you look at Oaks Christian as well, they've got 8 outs to work with here. This time is called. Looks like Nally wants to get on the same page as her backstop and Catherine Benitez. And always the big question, how do you rebound from allowing a long ball? We've seen 2 long balls here in the game. Saw the solo blast from Ariola. And also saw the 3-run bombazo by Kaylee Counts. Here's the 2-2. Did she go around? But it's fouled. And that one looks like it got a piece of Benitez. Gonna try to shake off the contact here. Head coach Arduino. Gonna try to check up on his backstop, see that she is all well. Nonetheless, here at the moment with Oaks Christian, got 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. And a total of 5 runners have been left on base. And as for Pacifica, they've got 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and have left a total of 3 runners on base. Just unable to cash in some of those base runners. There's bouncer to foul territory. But you gotta love the heart and the hustle there by Liz Segala. And moving forward, expect the Lions to put up great at-bats, knowing that outs are very precious moving forward. As that one is a batazo y la saca foul. The count will stay at 2-2. Wind starting to blow a little more in towards the infield as here's a chopper and going towards the Pacifica dugout. Great at bat here for Lily Knox. 7 pitches so far. Number 8 is coming up. Here it comes. And here's another high fly ball deep to left field. Does they stay fair? No. Knox hitting the laces off of that one, and it results to be a long strike, a long foul ball, and we will see another pitch of this at bat. So Nally got to be careful with pitches inside now. And here's the 2-2. Decides to keep the ball low. And there's nothing you can really do with that one. If it's low, let it go. If it's high, let it fly. And it's exactly what Oaks Christian has been doing in this inning. Payoff pitch is due up here. Nally on the wind. Here it comes. Bouncer going to short. Bragg has it. Fires over to first. And she has out number 2. So with 2 outs, here is Heaven Oliva. So far, Oliva has been quiet with the wood. Certainly 0 for 2, but putting the ball in play as that one is chest high for a called strike. Oh, 1. That's a low miss. So now down to just 7 outs here for Oaks Christian. One, going after that one low. 1 and 2.
Living out there, babe. They're living out there. Don't give them that outside.
Just another reminder, winner of this one will play the winner of Norco Marietta Mesa, as that one is in there for strike 3 call. Ise Poncha looking at another one, bites the dust with Nally putting the hush sign. But nonetheless, a run added here for Oaks Christian, cutting it down 4-3 on the NFHS network. So Anahi Adiola able to cut it down to just a 1-run lead here for Pacifica. They will be looking for a way to get that run back, as it'll be Bragg, Ma'ai, and Saxteed. First pitch, that one swerves outside. Ball 1. That is still Emmy Davis. Try to eat up her 5th inning of work. Really has been competing inning in, inning out. As that one misses low and away. A little too low for the liking of the home plate umpire. 2 balls and no strikes to the UCLA commit. Both program with a UCLA commit of their own. Total of 3 Pac-12 conference commits. I beg your pardon, actually a total of 5. 5 with Alyssa Del Val, who is playing second. UC Berkeley commit, and Kaylee Counts, who's already delivered a 3-run bombazo here in the game. Of course, counting the Oregon commit in Riley McCoy, and the UCLA commit in Lisa Osteen. That change just swerves in there. And you want to talk about the lowest part of the strike zone? Well, it's exactly there, right at the knees. Bragg was already ready to take her bag. Nonetheless, big pitch coming here. And that one is chopped and going foul. So do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter and Bragg trying to get things underway. Bouncer, Davis, able to glove it and able to come up with out number 1. Davis just trying to throw the glove up, see if she can keep that in the infield, but you can also count on her middle infield of Lambert and Garcia to also back her up full-heartedly. With 1 gone, it is Delana Ma'ai. That is the first time that Bragg is actually retired here in this game. She got on with a hit by pitch along with a walk. And Ma'ai got on with a fielder's choice her last time up. 1 of the 3 runs that came in to score in the bottom of the 3rd. Oh, misses up. Ball 2. That's a grounder past the diving Lambert. And that's going to go into left center field. Osteen gets that one in quickly. And Ma'ai getting on with her first hit of the day. In this case, it's just about getting some base runners on. It's been at least an inning that we have seen Pacifica get some foot traffic on the base path. Last inning, they went down 1-2-3. They're able to retire the side as the first pitch, and that's a low miss, but Oliva able to keep that one in front. Ball 1. So Annika Sogsti has yet to get herself in the scorebook here. 0 for 2. Grounder back into the circle and a pop out as here's a fly ball. This one's going a long way into right field. That one's over the fence and it's a bombazo. A loud batazo off of the bat of Annika Sogsti. able to double up the score 6-3. The biggest lead of the game here for the Mariners. And that's going to do it for Emmy Davis. We will have our first pitching change here in the game on the NFHS Network. So with a 2-run bomb by Annika Soxty, ends up finishing up the day for Emmy Davis. So Peyton Lavin, the sophomore right-handed slinger, will go ahead and continue on with the game. She's going to go up against Kaylee Counts. She's got 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Lavin comes up on the line. That one pulled, but great reflexes by McCoy on the hot tamal, hit her way. Able to get a great read off of the bats, and that's exactly what a great middle or corner infielder can do. Reading anything off of the bat as quick as possible to be able to have those quick reflexes. And with 2 away, here is Catherine Benitez. And that one is to the inner half of the dish, 0-1. Nita so far 1 for 1, a sac bunt and a single up the middle. Very solid day there at the dish. A strike pitch, and that one is fouled. She finds herself in a 2-strike bind. Get out of it here. In the top of the 6th inning, the Lions will bring up Brittingham, Kelly, and Garcia. And in there for strike 3 call, he said, poncha swinging on buenos días, buenas tardes, y buenas noches, Benitez. But before that, the damage is done. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 6-3, Pacifica.
Leading off the line is number 13.
So crucial insurance runs scored by Pacifica here in the game. Alex Naveca with you all. Pleasure to be a part of your Tuesday afternoon wherever you may be, as you guys have been watching the 2023 CIF Southern Section Ford Division I softball playoffs. Semifinals between Pacifica and Oaks Christian here in this one, as Bryn Nally continues to be in the circle. This time around, going to have to deal with the 6, 7, 8 part of the lineup for Oaks Christian. Total of 3 cuadrangulares, home runs have been hit here in this one. There's the 1-strike pitch. That's going to be a chopper up the middle, but Bragg all over it. She has really been showing the forehand range, showing no problems, able to get to that side.
Next up, the line is number 9.
Essentially, great approach hitting-wise here for Oaks Christian, trying to hit the ball where the defense is not. But when you've got a shortstop like Kanaya Bragg, who is just able to get to spots easily in the infield, well, just tough to get anything by. Tariana Kelly fouling off the first offering with a strike. Bryn currently sitting on 7 Ks. And that number will still looking to continue to climb up, as she has been keeping the damage to a minimum here in this one. 1-1. That one misses inside. No love there. 2-1. We do have the finishing numbers for Emmy Davis. She went 4 1/3 innings, no Ks, a walk, 6 hits on 6 earned runs. As that one's chest high. Shirley could do something with that one, and the count is 2-2. Nally has really been attacking all parts of the plate here. And what's deadly is her put-away pitch, when she starts to go with the changeup or even the screw. The screwball is pretty big as well. Going at them low and away. Majority of these Oaks Christians hitters, they always try to go with that 2-strike approach, choking up slightly on the bat. Crouching a little bit more, leaning towards the plate so they can see the pitch a little better. Shorten up swings. Anything close, hacking away. Here comes the payoff. Just like that, reaching over. And that's been a part of the plate that Bryn Nally has been going after these hitters low and away, low and away. That's where she's compiled most of her Ks here today. We'll try it again. 3-2. Ground ball straight to the glove of Nally. Easy flip over to first. 2 away. So Kelly will go back to the dugouts. 0 for 3. And we will have a pinch hitter. So Giabella Otani going to be pinch hitting here for Garcia. We'll see if she'll also take over for Garcia defensively. Be seeing if there's a new second baseman or if Garcia will re-enter. Did she go around? Well, they called her on the swing, and she did commit. 0-1. Already coming in with a slight choke of the bat here, and she wants to get on with a hit. She's going after these pitches, and Nally has her with 2 strikes. Two-strike pitch. Very good spot there for Nally. That's a pitch as a hitter you try to stretch out for and just try to foul that one off. That's a pitch that can go either way. As the 1-2 going after that one. Amanica se poncha swinging, and another one bites the dust. To make that 8 Ks here on the day for the starter, Bryn Nally. 6-3 Pacifica on the NFHS Network. To bottom of the 6th inning we go. An opportunity for the Mariners to add some more runs on their 3-run lead here at the moment. Kayla Mesa, Liz Segala, and Layla Ayers all due up. Gonna be hitting against Peyton Lavin. There's a crack of the bats, dropping into left field for a hit. Got to get that one in quickly to ensure for it to just stay as a single. And that's the thing about Pacifica. They're continuing to hang on to pressing down on the gas pedal. Looks like we are going to be having a pinch hitter here for Liz Segala.
Your attention, please. Now batting for the Mariners, number 28, Abby Amesquita.
So Abigail Amesquita going to get a chance to swing the bat this time around. She has made an appearance here in this game already as a pinch hitter, or a pinch runner, I beg your pardon. We'll see if Segala will also be coming back into the game, as we did have Garcia come back into the game. Garcia is playing second. Otani was just there to pinch hit for, see if Coach Coyle can have any players come off of the bench and do some sort of hitting to come back into this game, chasing 3 to even things up. One strike pitch, and a little bit of stuck between, do I still go for the bunt and trying to pull back? And now Mesquita, she's got to fight with 2. Just one of those tough decisions to make. Still commit, or am I pulling back and you're just stuck in the middle, just like a deer in front of headlights. 2-strike pitch. That one misses up, just a little high. One and two here. First baseman Anahi Ariola not showing any signs of trying to hold the runner on second. And Michaela Mesa, there's a toss down to second, and a throw on the money. Speedy Gonzalez, Michaela Mesa gets hosed down by Heaven Oliva. There's a erasing the base runner from the base path. Counting even up now at 2 and 2. And of course, in a perfect scenario, if you're Oaks Christian, you would very much would have liked to strike him out, throw him out there in that situation. We're hoping that Amesquita would offer to it. Good at bat here for Mesquita, able to work herself full. 11 on the payoff. Abanika! Issa Poncha swinging, and another one bites the dust.
Next up for the Mariners, number 3, Layla Ayers.
Great pitch, low and inside. A tough pitch for a righty to be able to get a hold of. And that is 2 Ks in an inning and a third of work here for Lavin. And with 2 gone, here is Layla Ayers. That one just at the knees for a called strike. Final hopes for Oaks Christian in the top of the 7th. They'll have Osteen, Lambert, and McCoy. Not going to be an easy going. Going up firing strikes. Trying to get her team back into the dugout and allow the bats to go to work. Two-strike pitch. That one missing high and away. Ball 1. And so far, the full crowd has stayed through the full 6 innings of the game. Abanika. Issa Poncha swinging, and another one will bite the dust. We're going to the top of the 7th here, folks. Final hopes here for Oaks Christian on the NFHS Network. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. We've got the top of the 7th coming up here for Oaks Christian. They've got the strong part of the lineup coming up here with Liesel, Osteen, Justine Lambert, and O'Reilly McCoy. Bryn Nally looking to finish things up. First pitch. Batazo foul, and the count 0-1. Nally was able to get Osteen down on strikes in their last trip, but the first one was able to go for a triple and eventually came in to score on the RBI double by Lambert. Benitez, despite the framing work that she got, still could not quite get that call. On 1, chopped behind the plate. 1-2. If you look at the 3 hitters coming up in this inning, only a total of 2 base hits have come in to score and a total of 4 strikeouts. Did she go around? And no swing. Strong reactions by head coach Tony Arduino. Was just able to put the e-brake on the swing, able to hold off. She stays alive for another pitch. Two. leaves that one up. Works it full.
Go, babe. Here we go. Win it. Win it. Go, Liesel.
Good battle here between Nally and Osteen. Payoff. That's a low and away miss. Ball 4. And the key to this one, Oaks Christian, does not matter how, just get runners on.
Next up on the line, number 12, Justine Lambert.
Hey, be you like all season. Let's go, JT.
Figure it
So
out,
Justine
JT.
Lambert's going to come up. But before she can get her swing at the bats, they're going to have a meeting here in the circle. Tony Arduino going to talk things out here with the infield. And, of course, another reminder that winner of the Norco Marietta Mesa matchup will play against winner of this one. And that'll be the final, which should be either the 19th or the 20th of this month, according to CIF Southern Section.
Go, JT.
So here we go. New counts. Runner on first in the form of Osteen. It's Justine Lambert at the dish. And first pitch starting off of the plate, ball 1. Nally falling behind here to the Lions hitters here in the top of the 7th. 1-0. That one is fouled, going towards the Pacifica dugout.
With it, babe. Don't
Count even
pull.
up now, 1-1.
Go with it, then you run.
Bryn Nally now the lone
With it, then you run, babe.
starter here in the circle.
For you.
Her counterpart, Emmy Davis, had to be substituted out of the game. Grounder going to third, but it goes foul. And you gotta love Liz Segala, who did come back into the game after being pinch hit for. She continues to play through every foul ball hit to her. Always best to do so.
Shoulder in.
Still field and throw as if it is in fair territory. Here's the 1-2. And reaching in there, going a foul.
What is this tag, kid? Good adjustment right there, babe.
On deck,
Shoulder in.
Riley McCoy. They've done such a good job in keeping the Oregon commit as quiet as possible. The Howard commit pops this one up, going to be playable, and caught there by Liz Segala.
Next up on the line, number 7, Riley McCoy.
Go right. Let's go right.
So one away, runner on first, Riley McCoy. She has been 0 for all game long, a K, a grounder, and a flyout. And that one right down the torta, called strike 1. Bryn Nally currently sitting on 8 Ks here in this start, trying to come up with a complete game. That one's swerving away for ball 1.
We go, D.
1-1. That one just riding the inner half of the plate. McCoy not a fan of that call. And now she has to fight with 2.
Right. Anything close with this guy.
See if she can find the put away pitch here. A big one coming up as the 1-2. Good choice. No harm, no foul. use a pitch that's off of the plates to not allow McCoy to get anything to drive. Nally looking through her repertoire. Here it comes, the 2-2. And a check swing. That stays fair down the first base line. Going from first to third. And they're putting the stop sign on Osteen. And there's a way to get yourself on if you're Riley McCoy. So now you've got the tying run coming up to the dish. Anahi Ariola, who hit the state's leading hitter in home runs with 19. And I might be wrong with this one too, but she might be the leading hitter in the nation with home runs as well with 19. And that one is a low miss. Coming off of that solo quadrangular, the solo home run. Got a pitch chest high. And when you're a hitter with that many home runs, you're going to acknowledge a pitch that you know you could drive, as there is one right down the carne asada, and the count 1-1. Multi-hit game there for Ariola. 2 for 3 RBI, single, solo home run, total of 2 ribbies. That one is high. Can't do a whole lot with that one. So now you've got a hitter's count. If you're an alley, you got to be careful with what you throw here. Find a pitch that you've got confidence with, that you know she's not going to be able to do a whole lot with, as the 2-2 is a batazo y la saca foul. And that will even it up 2-2. Nally on the 2-2. That one's going to be bounced over to second. They flip it over to second, to first, and it's in time. And it's Pacifica. They will go to the 2023 CIF Southern Section 4 Softball Division I Final. They end it on a 4-6-3 doble play in the books. What a game. We saw a total of 3 bombazos here in the game. This game was a 1-run lead. Then it was tied. Turned into a 1-run lead for Oaks Christian. Then a 2-run lead for Pacifica, which then they were able to increase their lead as much as a 3-run lead. Saw a little bit of everything here in this game. Saw a little bit of base running, great sticks, a great game between the number 10 team in the state in Oaks Christian and the number 13 team in the state of California in Pacifica. So once again, the final of this one, 6-3. It is Pacifica that will be advancing to the final, which will be taking place on either the 19th or the 20th, according to CIF Southern Section. On behalf of myself, our producer and camera operator in Mike McGeary, saying thank you so much for tuning into this one. It was a pleasure to be a part of your Thursday afternoon. I am Alex Naveca saying hasta luego, buenas tardes, and congratulations to Pacifica Softball on the NFHS Network.